Happy day. Happy day, everybody. Welcome to day 10 of the 21 day challenge. Whew. Y'all, I sleep so good. One thing I like to do is sleep. I used to not be this way until about, how long has it been? I think 3 years ago, I started and haven't looked back since on getting some rest. I still put a lot of things on my plate sometimes, but I make sure I get my naps every day and also going to sleep on time as much as possible. Not getting caught up on TikTok or Instagram, scrolling through, watching other people live their life or show what they want to show of their life. So this is day 10. We only have 11 more days left. I went and reviewed the form, and I noticed that we have a lot of people who have really went through and put in their submissions. Y'all keep going. I'm so excited for you. So excited to give away the prizes, which again is a Thrive Oasis experience. We're going to do an onboarding with you. We're going to make sure you have a Thrive strategist, and you're going to be able to get yourself in to go to a place, and you're going to have a solo retreat. And then the other person is going to get a visibility package. You're going to work with me for 3 months to get yourself visible. And so really excited about that. Excited about those prizes. Happy for the people who are going to get those prizes. So we've talked about movement. We've talked about rest and sleep. We talked about sleep. We talked about sun. Eating. Did we talk about eating? No, we haven't talked about eating. Okay, so you all tell me, what do they say about we're talking about that. What do they say about how much food you should consume? Right? Who said, like, what do they say? Would love for you all to chime in to tell me what they say. Well, I hear they say several different things, there's so many diets out here. There's so many things people say that we should do, right? They say we should have 3 meals. That's the first thing I ever heard, right? Then I also heard that you should eat from all the food groups, right? That's what I heard too, growing up. They also say that you're supposed to consume milk. That milk does a body good, right? That's what they say. They also said that you're supposed to, then I heard you're supposed to have 6 meals because you're supposed to have your snacks too. And have small portion size. That's what they say. They also say you should eat like a king in the morning and eat like a pauper at night. So that means a big hearty breakfast, and then you have a moderate lunch, and then you have a very small dinner. That's what they say. What else do they say about eating? Ooh, who else? Do you all know? Let's see. They say we're not supposed to, some people say we're not supposed to eat meat at all, right? And some people say that you're supposed to eat, that you're supposed to not eat meat. So that's the vegetarians. But the vegans say you're not supposed to eat any of these things, right? Not even eggs or milk, right? Well, guess what? I want to know, what do you say? So I was on a Tickety Talk, and I learned about this book called Eat Right for Your Type. It was a lady who was on there talking about it, and she was talking about eating according to your blood type. So I really got into it and was looking into it and doing a little research. And I decided that I want to try that out. So I want you all to figure out what you need to try out. I know as for me, I tried that and it moderates my weight. I don't have foul smelling bowel movements. My skin cleared up. My daughter, she did it too because she had to come along with me. She actually, you know how little girls be filling out, they fill out way more and quicker than they be filling out, getting big hips and big rears. I didn't even know what to do with her big old rear, but she started eating according to her blood type. Guess what? She started slimming down. She got mad. I said, if you can have it, you can have it. You always have it. Just it ain't just time yet. She was only 13 when we started doing this. Well, 12 or 13, maybe 13. Yeah. Have we been doing it for a year? We've been doing it for like 2 years now. So she was 12. And I was like, you slimming down according to the size you're supposed to be. Yeah, you supposed to look like a little girl. Anyway, so what else? So there's lots of different benefits. I know when I do right, it helps with me with my eczema, so that because eczema is actually a reaction to what we eat. So that's what they say, and that's what I say about what I'm doing for myself. But what is the right amount of food for you? What is the right things to eat for you? You have to test it out, see what's going on, and figure out what's best for you. But the whole goal of this 21-day challenge is to pay attention to yourself. I had to pay attention to myself to know that this particular thing caused me to have these results, and they were best for me. I know some people out there, they eat just vegetables, and after that they do well. I actually was a pescatarian for a while before I had my daughter, and I felt like she wanted some chicken. So I went ahead and got some, and I never went back. But then I stopped eating chicken again when I went to eating eating according to my blood type. But anyway, when I was pescatarian, I was not eating a lot of meat. I was just eating seafood, but I was opting just to eat vegetables, but also a lot of carbs, right? Oh, that's what they say too. Not a lot of carbs, right? So it's all these things people say about eating. Everybody has all these diets and thoughts about what we should eat. But how about you figure out what's the best way for you? How does the food that you eat affect you and your body, right? That's what's so great about this challenge is for you to log about your eating, but to pay attention to yourself so that you are eating the food that's the best food for you, not what they say, the best food for you. And then also like what is the amount of food is good for you. So it's really being attuned to yourself. That's what this is about. This is just taking the time to notice, okay, what is the right amount of sleep for me? What is the right amount of sunlight for me? How can I curate the life that's going to be best suited for me? Not doing things because they said I was supposed to do it and pressuring yourself to do what everybody else is doing. That's what we've been doing, trying to belong with other people when we need to be figuring out what is our perfect circumstances and conditions for ourselves. Yeah. So growing up, you were given certain conditions. You was put into a family and they gave you the conditions of how they had set their lives up. But it's time as an adult for you to set up the conditions for yourself. What is the best environment and circumstances that will allow you to grow, allow you to evolve exponentially? We're supposed to be just asking for what we want and be able to have it. Yes, attract that easily And that is something that we can definitely do. So let's go. So going back, it's important to keep on logging. I'm so excited for you all. So excited for this journey. I know that going back, Keisha has come a couple times. Keisha did it last time with me, and she said that it changed her life. And so that's why I'm doing this again. Oh, and why I am continuing to do this even every month. So I'm going to make sure I put this here. So if you know someone who may benefit from the 21-day challenge, please let them know about this. ThriveOasis.life/21-day challenge. They can always go there now and register. Okay. Register for the 21-day challenge, and we'll get you ready for the 1st. So it begins on the 1st to the 21st every month now. Every month we're going to do this. Now, y'all, I'm going to get better and better getting here on time. I actually did pretty good today. I got here at 8:15. No. I was supposed to get here at 8:15. I got here at 8:16. So I'm going to make sure that after about next month, I'm going to be probably doing really good on getting in here and doing this. Now, let me see. What kind of circumstances? That's something that you can think about too. Like if you want to accomplish something, you have to sit and think about what is the system and the circumstances that needs to be in place in order for me to get there. Yes. First, and something I also recognize that a lot of people don't know what they want. So that's something to think about too. Like, what do you want? Not what anybody else wants you to want, not trying to accommodate everybody else, but what do you want is important. All right. So if you know somebody who is interested in the 21-day challenge, please go ahead and have them go ahead and register now. They can get started with us next month, the 1st to the 21st. We will continue to give away prizes. I have a plethora of things that I can give away for people if they are entering their 21 entries into the form, 21 entries. Then I'm going to come on the 22nd and announce the winners. Really excited about that. Looking to have more people. I had 6 people this time. Maybe we can get, let's go for 12 next time. And then maybe we'll get let's see, what's after 12? That's 18. 18 the next time, would love to have people continuing to do this as a practice of theirs, paying attention to themselves and really getting good at that, because these are foundational things that people are not doing. And I'm so excited that you all have signed up to do it. And for those who are listening in, who just learned about this, yes, this is about you logging. If you're eating, well, not if, but it's a log where you just kind of pay attention to what's happening regarding your eating, your sleeping, getting sunlight, drinking water, and moving your body. These are foundational things that needs to happen in order for you to feel resourced. So when your boss gets upset and starts doing something, and they push against your boundaries or something, you're resourced enough to handle that. When your children start acting up and doing stuff that make you feel frustrated, you're resourced in order to handle that. When your partner, your spouse starts, they won't pick their socks up or something, you're resourced to handle that. Otherwise, honey, you may pop off. All right. You may not be the best version of yourself if you are not resourced with making sure that you're paying attention to yourself. You pay attention to everybody else, but it's time to pay attention to yourself. You all create a thriving rest of your day. That we're here from 8:15 to 8:30. Got to run off now. Bye-bye.